Yo, yo, yo. Hello, hello. How are we doing? How we doing, everybody? Okay, I'm just setting up. I'm just jumped on. I've just got through the door, well, about half an hour ago. So I've been out all day, absolutely shattered. So this isn't going to be a long one. Really busy day today. And I came in and I said to Al, I said, we need to, I need to have a quick look and see what's going on with these UFOs. And there seems to be there's just been a press conference. So I'm literally, I don't know what's happened today, but I thought we could find out together. So let's see what's happening. Tomorrow night, I'll probably be doing we'll have a look into the latest on the missing lady, Nicola Bulley. This, that is changing daily, that story. So I'll cover that tomorrow on my other channel, and we'll have a look at the latest news. We'll see what's going on. We'll see if there's any new leads, and we'll look into that, and we'll have a look at the news and what's going on. But tonight, this is just going to be about the UFO thing, because this is starting to really blow my mind. And I've got a theory that I want to share with you. Okay. So I'm just going to, before I forget, put on subscribers only mode. So if you're not subscribed, you will have to be subscribed for 20 minutes to speak. And I apologize for that, but it keeps the trolls out and it keeps the spammers out. So I'm sorry if I've just upset people. I really don't mean to, but I think everybody here has been here long enough now. I'm worried. Try not to be, James. Let's stay positive, my friend. We have to stay positive. Otherwise, you'll go mad. Okay, so I think Paz is going to join us. So it says, I'll send it you an email, Paz, because I know that's how you like it. So I will also send the link to the Hidden Underbelly, and I will send the link to Jane, because they're our regulars. Now, they don't all have to come up. Nobody has to do anything, but the option's there. So just say hello to everybody. Can you just say hello to each other? I'm just going to send these links out, and then I'll be back. Okay. Give me one tick, guys. Apologies about this. I need to send these messages out. Hello, everybody in the house. Everybody in the house. Let's go. Hello, hello, hello. We've got Bridget Blaine. Hello, my darling. Fucking hell. Sorry, I'm trying to get into the right. There we go. Okay. Hang on. Blimey, I've come home to a load of shit. Right, let me just send this to Underbelly. I'm live. Send it to Paz. I'll send it to Jane. And we will then continue on. We've got Chuck the Canuck. I don't know who you are, but I like your name. We've got Cynthia Cliff in the house. Oh, Jane's messaged me. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm not ignoring you. Just got home, so I'm sending you the link. Sorry, been out all day. We had such a cool day today. Jack had a lovely day with friends. We went to that place. So if you are a channel member on the other channel, you will have had some photos, exclusives just for channel members. So if you're a channel member, get onto the other channel and you'll see some photos of Jack. There will be some more content coming up on Jack's channel as well. We've been filming today, so there'll be that. Sorry about this. I'm just sending all these links out to people that want to come up. So I'm sending it to Paz, Underbelly, and the beautiful Jane, and they are our 3 co-hosts. They are welcome up. Okay, we're not doing an open panel or anything like that. We are just going to have a look. Thank you. We're going to have a look into the latest on the UFOs, because apparently there has been a press conference. Okay, so Jane, hello, darling. Okay, sweetheart, I've literally not read anything yet, so apologies, hun, for I'm not ignoring you. I've just seen messages. We've got Carlos the Pureblood. Hello, oi sausages. We've got Batman, who is a member on the other channel. I want to say a huge thank you. Thank you so much, Batman. Thank you to Jane for being a member on the other channel. Thank you, sweetheart. You don't have to come up. That's fine, hun, honestly. It's just the options there if you want to. David Banner. We'll talk about the train thing tomorrow night. I just want to cover the UFOs at the moment because I'm like really tired. David Banner is in the house. Hello, how you doing? Bridget Blaine, we've got Mike Smith. Hello, Mike. Good to see you. James Jameson is getting very upset and, well, not upset, very worried. We've got David Banner, Batman, Dino. I saw something strange last night, Penny, walking home at about 7 o'clock. Well, now then, something strange in the sky, or was it someone just walking around looking a bit odd? Did you see an alien? Did you see? I don't know. What was strange? What did you see? Was it in the sky? Where was it? Let me know. We've got Chuck. Oh, his comment's gone. I can't get to Chuck. He said something about a UFO. Cynthia Cliff is in the house. Hello, how you doing? So we've got the Wanderer as well. We've got 34 people watching. Hello and welcome, everybody. So we're going to be joined by at least one co-host, one that I know of, okay? And that will be ex-Army Paz. Mr. Hidden Underbelly, it's a bit early for you, I know that, because it's a school. I know it's not school night. Is it? Bengal Millie, hello, good to see you. UFOs, Tony G is also in the house. What is going on, people? We're going to find out. I don't know myself. Like I say, I've just come through the door and I've seen there's been a press conference. I'm like, right. They need the sheeple to watch the skies after making the sheep look at their phones for 2 decades, says Chuck the Canuck, with an upside-down Canadian flag. I'm guessing you're disgruntled. Are you Canadian? A UFO, oh, thank you, Synth. A UFO that transfers deep space, if you believe that sort of foolishness, was not shot down by anything man can throw. If you believe that sort of foolishness was not shot down, I don't understand what that means, but there you go. Dr. David Bull, how are you? Are they about to drop blue beam on us? I need to see what they're saying today. They seem to be backtracking a little bit. Maybe we need to do a show on Project Bluebeam, maybe. Okay, so let me just get into the latest. Sid! Hello, Sid. I don't think this is bollocks, you know, mate. I think that we need to start taking this seriously. Now, me and many others all said that there was going to be a fake UFO invasion. And they laughed at us. They laughed and said, we're all balmy. We're all tinfoil hat wearers and blah, blah, blah. So there has been an update. Let me just get this. I don't think there's been any more, but they have recovered the wreckage and they are not going to tell us. They are not going to tell us what is going on. Why is that? They have backtracked a little bit, I've noticed. They're trying to make us believe that they're weather balloons. Okay, we'll just get this article up and see if it's going to let us read it. Where are we now? Updated the 13th. Okay, so let me just share my screen. AI, in other words, is Gemma here? Hello, Gem. Hello, darling. How you doing, hon? There was a girl that I'm not going to go into too much now, darling, but there's a girl that came in my stream last week in my other channel, and her name was Apple Charlotte, and she's been really badly bullied. Anyway, she seemed lovely. Hello, Paul from Newcastle. She seemed lovely, Gem. Anyway, she said she's got autism, and she's been really badly bullied. And she's not coming back now, which has really upset me because she's been bullied off here. And I thought maybe you know, when we do our show, hopefully we can reach out to her and try and encourage her to come back, because she's not alone. Okay, I know, I'm really upset for her, Gem, and I know the people that are doing it as well. And we all have autism to some degree. No, we don't. I know a lot of people say that, but I disagree. I do disagree with that, mate. Okay, but that's okay, because we can disagree and we can still be friends or acquaintances if that's what you want to be. Cynthia Cliff thinks it's Elon Musk trolling us. Okay, we can, of course we can, Chuck. That's the good thing about this channel. We can agree to disagree. We don't all have to get on, but we can, you know, we can be respectful. Samuel, we're very hard to shoot down a spaceship. I don't trust anything they're saying. Okay, the jury's out. I had somebody saying, "Oh, you're stupid if you think it's an alien." I didn't say it was an alien. Okay, a UFO is an unidentified flying object. It doesn't mean it's a little man, a little green man from outer space. Okay, I may be an autism. I've led a crap. Look, guys, if you do think you could be on the spectrum, I would say do a online thing first. And if it comes up you may have, then see your doctor. That's the best place to start. It is very difficult, especially as an adult. Hello, Mima, darling. It is very difficult getting a diagnosis. My little boy was diagnosed 2 weeks ago now, and he's 8. And this has been going on since he was 4. So it's a long time. But I won't go on about that now. Okay, I'm going to try and put your mind at ease, James, about this. Now, the latest we have, okay, so I'm going to try and find the press conference. I haven't seen it myself, like I say. I've just got in. Oh, hello, Danny. How you been? Good to see you, mate. Time flies, eh? Time flies, Danny. Let me just get into the stream. Hold on. Okay, where is my stream so I can get in the chat and hit the like if you like what we do. If you don't like what we do, you can you hit the dislike and unsubscribe. 14 likes. Where's AI? Is AI in here? He was, wasn't he? Okay, I just want to make AI a super moderator. Remove as a standard. Add a moderator. Managing moderator. I don't know what that means, AI. Do me a favor. Try and time a moderator out. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so Ian Blundell, Penny live press conference now on Agenda Free TV. Okay, so let's try and get that on. Give me a moment. Agenda Free TV. I think they're going to backtrack, because this morning the way they were talking was they were trying to say they could possibly be all balloons. That isn't what they said before. Okay, we're going to get this up now. Okay, here we go. Live press conference coming up. Hello, Rach. I'm going to rewind it a bit as well. I am getting it now, guys. This is a breaking news story as we speak.
Means there's a single point of failure. We echo the repeated calls
how
UN
far
officials
behind
for the
are
UN Security Council to authorize additional border crossings to help deliver life-saving aid to people in the northwest of Syria.
What's Syria got to do with the price of fish? I know it's horrendous, but I thought this was a UFO one. Is this something else?
People in the affected areas are counting on us. They are appealing to our common humanity to help in their moment of need.
Update on object shot down. Okay.
This is not a political issue. It is a human one. To our friend and ally Turkey, we will be with you.
Do you want me to rewind and see if we missed it?
So, you know, maybe we'll hear more from President Biden once the U.S. learns more about these other.
Hold on.
Together today, which has achieved obviously a lot for First Nations people in the territory.
Okay.
We are continuing to monitor. There are no active tracks today.
Okay, let's get this is the White House now.
How we have worked and
we're just going to go back. We're going to see what they've had to say.
The Chinese balloon shot down off South Carolina has been recovered, a U.S. official says.
We're gonna see what they've said.
The volume will be as loud as I can make it. So please turn it up on your end if you can't hear the volume any louder on the source.
Provide any and all types of aid to the people of Turkey and Syria in response to the ongoing humanitarian crisis there. And we continue to take steps to do so.
Yeah, please help.
I'm sure you all saw during the Super Bowl yesterday to donate to earthquake relief efforts.
But
and I want to point out some resources just for that. There's a page on USA AIDS
that
has a list where they have a list of vetted organizations responding to this crisis should individuals want to contribute. You can find that at CIDI.org. In Turkey, our urban search and rescue teams continue their efforts assisting
I don't know why it's so quiet.
Spy balloon belonging to the People's
Okay,
Republic of
now
China.
this is that weird guy. He's got
And I'd like to
Botox,
put-
his face doesn't move. Okay, here we go, guys. I can't turn it up any louder, so turn
Makes
up your
my job
volume,
easy.
folks. Let's see what they've got
I
to
do
say.
have quite a few comments here at the top, so I do
Hey, guys,
hope
good
that
to
you'll
see
just
you.
bear with me, and then be happy to take whatever questions you might have. So I'd like to begin today by updating you on our efforts to recover the debris of several objects that the United States Air Force shot down over the last few days, as well as that of the spy balloon belonging to the People's Republic of China. And I'd like to put into some context for you how we have worked and are still working to better understand the issue of high altitude, low speed craft. Now, let me start with the Chinese program. When President Biden came into office, he directed the U.S. intelligence community to do a broad assessment of Chinese intelligence capabilities and to ensure that we were working to detect and to protect against them. I think for reasons that you will all understand, we cannot publicly go into many details about how we discover and counteract foreign intelligence collection efforts, because much of what we have done and are doing is, of course, sensitive. But we were able to determine that China has a high altitude balloon program for intelligence collection that's connected to the People's Liberation Army. It was operating during the previous administration, but they did not detect it.
I smell porkies.
We tracked it, and we have been carefully studying it to learn as much as we can. We know that these PRC surveillance balloons have crossed over dozens of countries on multiple continents around the world, including some of our closest allies and partners. We assessed that at this time, these balloons have provided limited additive capabilities to the PRC's other intelligence platforms used over the United States. But in the future, if the PRC continues to advance this technology, it certainly could become more valuable to them. The president also instructed the intelligence community to take a broad look at the phenomenon of unidentified aerial objects. Indeed, President Biden conducted the first ever daily intelligence briefing session devoted to this phenomenon back in June of 2021.
President Biden couldn't do anything, let alone instruct
not just an issue for the United States, but one for the rest of the world.
Instruct an administration.
And as I said, our friends and our partners are dealing
Brian,
with this as well. We worked on a bipartisan basis to stand up an office at the Pentagon to study this in partnership with the intelligence community, academic institutions, and the private sector. These unidentified aerial phenomena have been reported for many years without explanation or deep examination by the government.
What is going on?
President Biden has changed all that. We are finally trying to understand.
This is about how amazing Biden is. Look, guys, if you're not interested in this, thank you, Jane. If you're not interested in this, Brian, I don't understand you come in and say no one cares. Well, I don't get it. If it's stupid and no one cares, then why watch? Okay, you are welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. But if people are going to come in saying I don't give a shit, this is stupid, then I don't understand why you'd be here. Anyway, there you go. I'm just saying. Go on then, Mr. Botox. Continue. What is going on? Now it's stuck. Fuck's sake.
Now,
there we go.
In light of the Chinese balloon program and this recent incursion into our airspace,
I love you, Bri. Of course I want you, mate.
The United States and Canada, through NORAD, have been more closely scrutinizing that airspace, including enhancing our radar capabilities, which, as the commander of NORTHCOM and NORAD, General Van Herk, said just last night, may at least partially explain the increase in the objects that have been detected. Slow-moving objects at high altitude with a small radar cross-section are difficult to detect on radar. Even objects the size of the Chinese spy balloon, which had a payload the size of roughly 3 school buses, were not picked up by previous administrations or other countries.
This is just a kissing.
We also know that a range of entities, including countries, companies, research, and academic organizations, operate objects at these altitudes for purposes that are not nefarious at all, including scientific research. That said, because we have not yet been able to definitively assess what these most recent objects are, we acted out of an abundance of caution to protect the security, our interest, and flight safety. In Saturday's case, we acted in consultation with the Canadian government.
Really?
The president speaking
so
personally.
You're going to come along now
Prime
and
Minister
interrupt
Trudeau.
my live stream and say
The
it's
spy
all
balloon
bullshit,
was,
really?
of course, different because we knew precisely where that was. As we have said,
In the naughty corner.
we do not
for
assess
you.
that these most
No, I
recent
haven't
objects
muted.
posed any
Hello,
direct
Tams.
threat to people on the ground.
Brian and
we are
AI.
laser focused on confirming their nature and purpose,
You're in the
including
naughty
through
corner, I'm
intensive
afraid,
efforts to
pair of
collect
you.
debris in the remote locations where they have fallen. In each instance,
Talking
we have
about how
followed
amazing
the
B-Day
same
is.
basic course. We assessed whether they posed any kinetic threat to people on the ground. They did not. We assessed whether they were sending any communication signals. We detected none. We looked to see whether they were maneuvering or had any propulsion capabilities. We saw no signs of that. And we made sure to determine whether or not they were manned. They were not.
They're not manned. We've got to find out some
however,
information.
assess that their altitudes were considerably lower than the Chinese high altitude balloons
again. Hello.
and did pose a threat to civilian commercial air traffic. And while we have no specific reason to suspect that they were conducting surveillance of any kind, we couldn't rule that out. That is why the president, at the recommendation of the Secretary of Defense, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and the NORTHCOM NORAD commander, gave the order to shoot them down.
Other side of life. Hello.
These missions were completed successfully and safely. Efforts are actively underway right now at all sites to find what is left of those objects so that we can better understand and communicate with the American people what they are. I think it's important to remind the objects in Alaska and Canada are in pretty remote terrain, ice and wilderness.
Tiny bit behind, God
making
bless
it
the
difficult
UK.
to find them in winter weather.
But it is live, but I've had to
The
go
object
back a bit.
over Lake Huron now lies in what is probably very deep water.
Skip Donahue.
So
hello.
outside of recovery
Tomo,
operations, what are we doing?
Renewed awareness.
Well, first,
hello.
We are continuing to monitor. There are no active tracks today, but the professionals at NORAD will continue to do their important work. Secondly, we are consulting with allies and partners on the challenge of identified aerial phenomenon and how we can all work together to deal with that challenge. The President has directed the Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, and the Director of National Intelligence to engage with their relevant counterparts to share information and to try to gain their perspectives as well. Again, this is an issue that affects everybody around the world. Third, we will continue to brief members of Congress and relevant state leadership
around the
on
world.
what we are doing and what we learn. The President has made this a very top
Trillion
priority.
Truth. Hello, my darling.
We have, over the course of just the last few days, and certainly over the course of last week, reached out to inform and brief members of Congress and relevant state governors of the operations that we were conducting and of the recovery operations that are underway. We've also kept Congress briefed generally on this issue of Chinese surveillance balloons, including classified briefings last August. And last week, administration officials provided classified briefings for all senators and all members of the House of Representatives on the PRC surveillance balloon. We fully expect and anticipate and support the ability to continue these briefings in the days ahead.
Hello, Alan Edge.
And fourth, the President, through his National Security Advisor, has today directed an interagency team to study the broader policy implications for detection, analysis, and disposition of unidentified aerial objects that pose either safety or security risks. Every element of the government.
Here we go. Oh, fuck off. What's this turd? Hello, Paz. Hello.
Hello, Bun and fans.
This keeps on freezing. My laptop is literally on its last legs. It just does not like streaming or anything.
Let's just talk about it instead. The briefing was bollocks anyway.
Well, it was, but I was hoping it would have got to a good bit. But there you go. Did you hear there was a few little things he said in there? I just wanted to catch the questions because he did actually say that this is important to everybody around the world. And I just want to catch the questions from the press to see if anyone's asked them. Let me just catch this bit if it'll let me.
Okay.
Might not, I don't know. It's freezing because my laptop's just not happy. Come on. Playing with itself. Hello, 53 people. Good to see you. Let's see if we can get
ordering some of these objects to be shot down and why there weren't any orders throughout 2021 or throughout 2022.
It's very simple. It comes down to what sort of safety and security threats and risks we're talking about. And also it comes down to a lot to our ability to track, detect, and engage. Having come from the Pentagon, I can tell you that some of these
Ellen, love.
UAPs, while we may not be able to know what each and every one is doing, some of the big concern there was that many of those reports were happening around our training ranges, were happening around air training ranges. So combat pilots were seeing these things, and there was a potential impact to the safety of flight of our pilots. But you may not have but a fleeting moment on some of these things to see it.
But it's contradicting itself. So he just says, why didn't you shoot them down in 2020 and 2021? And he's just said, well, we didn't do it because it depends on the risk. And some of these were proving very risky. Well, so they weren't risky in 2021, but they're risky now.
Well spotted.
Let's see if the next question. Let's see.
Because these are just happened over the last few days and we haven't found the debris. There's still a lot more we expect to be able to learn. And I think once we can get to the debris, and I'm not forecasting how easy that's going to be. They all three have fallen.
They've got the debris on the two
into
of
some
them.
pretty remote, difficult areas to reach. But we're going to do everything we can to find them, and that will tell us a lot.
This guy talks a lot, but doesn't say a lot.
You didn't ask about this. But, in the case of the Chinese spy balloon, we have been able to recover some debris and some of the electronics and even some of the structure from the bottom of the Atlantic, and that will also tell us a lot. And we are we're learning from it right now.
No, we gotta get everybody. No, everybody.
These Chinese spy balloons have been flying over U.S. military.
It's turned into a riot.
Outside
As much
the
debris
US.
as you can get from all the sites.
I'm sorry. When do we think?
When do you think you'll be satisfied that you've gotten as much debris as you can from all the sites?
I wish I could give you a date certain on the calendar. I can't do that. We're working to surveil them right now. In fact, there's an AVP-3 that's flying over the site in Alaska. The Canadians are in charge, obviously, of the one in the Yukon, and now the Coast Guard is in Lake Huron working with the Canadian Coast Guard to do the same thing there. So we're working this as hard as we can, and we will keep you informed as we learn more. As I'm doing today, divers in the water over the weekend. We have recovered debris off the coast of South Carolina. We'll keep you informed.
Brief Congress this week.
There have been briefings as early as late last week, and we do fully expect that there will be additional briefings this week, perhaps even later today.
We're running out of time.
That's
guys.
interesting later today.
They've been very harsh. They said the first balloon was an accident and the last 3 objects were not theirs. How do you respond to that? Has the White House had conversations with Beijing about this? And can you share a little bit about that?
We know the first one was Chinese. They admitted it. They claimed it was a weather balloon. We know it's not. These 3, we don't have attribution for right now. We don't know who owns them. So I'm not going to take anybody's word at face value here until we can get a chance to take a look at them. Are we in touch with the Chinese? We have an embassy in Beijing. We maintain routine diplomatic conversations, and we have had over that spy balloon incident, we did have private discussions with senior Chinese leaders.
Thanks. Thanks, Admiral. I know you just said that, are you in touch with the Chinese? Is there any effort to arrange a call with President Xi at all?
I'm not aware of any plans for that.
If I could just ask a question on Israel. Does the president plan to speak with PM Netanyahu about the moves his government is making to try to weaken the Israel judiciary?
I have no calls or conversations to read out.
Oh shit, Penny! I'm just going to move my car. I'll leave this thing on.
Some of the
I'm just going to move my car. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Maybe Lucy will come through.
The Moldovan president just recently.
What's Israel got to do with the price of fish?
Russian plot to sort of overthrow her government.
Here we go with the Russians.
Break Moldova's path to Europe. It was something that President Zelensky himself had also warned about.
Yeah.
What is the U.S.'s assessment of this possible plot, and more broadly? What is the concern about Russia's attempts to sort of influence these pro-European governments in the region, even though it's right now focused on Ukraine, about other countries in the region?
So what I'll say about that is deeply concerning reports, certainly not outside the bounds of Russian behavior.
Let's blame the Russians. We knew it was coming, folks.
With the Moldovan government and the Moldovan people.
We have no confirmation.
Can I just say something? That when Lucy came through last week, she came through for the first time in months, and Lucy said other beings are coming. Now this was after the Chinese balloon. This was before the 3. Okay, the other 3 UFOs, and remember, there's another one. There's what is going on with the Uruguay? How do you say that Uruguayan one? I've just made that up. I want to look into that one because they've hushed that under the table. Nobody's talking about that one. Okay. Welcome in, by the way, to 59 people. The link has gone out also to our resident UFO expert, the hidden underbelly. Whether he's around, I don't know, but he has had the link. Okay, I'm going to continue. I just wanted to stop and get that in there, that Lucy has told us that other beings are coming.
U.S. side of intel.
I know of no independent confirmation, but we're certainly not questioning the capacity, the will of the Russians and Mr. Putin to try to do that. It's perfectly right. A page I read out of his playbook.
What an absolute knobhead.
I was back.
Hello, John.
Just one quick question. Have you established whether these are lighter than air or heavier than air?
Yes, John, they do. And please don't talk about trolls in here. That is a troll. They used to be called UK Troll, which is a troll channel. Not interested in them. I ignore trolls. They're not worth my energy, mate.
We will always, in deciding whether
here.
something should be taken down or not, consider the impact on the ground.
When the Chinese balloon came down, the Chinese Foreign Ministry indicated they would respond in a way that they were prepared to. If it turns out that the other objects are also Chinese in origin, is there a menu of options prepared to the president for how we
just
would
like
react?
Terrific hypothetical. We're just not.
Give me a minute. Give me a minute.
Yeah, so more like it's a relationship issue. You have the Chinese spy airship that went through. You've got China buying more oil from Russia. You've got China, opening up cases in the U.S. trying to steal U.S. technology from universities.
Hello, Defend. Welcome.
President Xi is going to be meeting with the Iranian president. At what point do you review a big review of the U.S. relationship with China? And at what point does the president ask for a call from President Xi?
Again, I don't have a call to talk about today. Let me just, again, level set here. And I know I'm running close on time, but sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
But the president met with President Xi at Bali at the G20. The whole purpose of that discussion was to move this relationship forward in a better way. Most consequential bilateral relationship in the world. The president knows that. And he wanted to move that relationship forward in a better way. And Secretary Blinken was dang near wheels up, trying to head to Beijing to have those kinds of conversations, to get some of these communication vehicles and venues back on track, whether it's climate change or military to military. We were willing to do that. We were looking forward to doing that. And then the Chinese decided to fly a surveillance balloon over the continental United States. And it wouldn't be inappropriate to have that meeting. When are those discussions going to get back on the calendar? I couldn't tell you. As Secretary Blinken has said, it'll happen at the appropriate time. Now is not that time.
Hello, Michael. Hello,
it doesn't
Dr.
mean,
David
and
Bull.
people shouldn't take away from this, that all communication has been severed between the United States and China, that Beijing and Washington aren't talking. We still have an embassy there. We still have an ability through Secretary Blinken's good offices to communicate with senior Chinese leaders. Unfortunately, the Chinese military is not interested in talking to Secretary of Defense Austin, but there are still ways to communicate. And the president would tell you that now's exactly the time to at least preserve some of those lines of communication so that we can avoid miscalculation.
Set back the relationship.
What's that?
Has this list of things set back the relationship?
It has certainly not helped us move forward in the way that we wanted to move.
Right, last question in the back, and that's gonna be the last question for the.
This guy's an actor.
No, sir.
Bad
No,
boy.
no, right here.
James, okay.
He's not blinking. I'm sorry, but this guy doesn't even look human. I'm sorry, but he does not look human. His face isn't moving properly. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. It looks like he's having a poo. She just like, come on, already. You know, this guy has been talking a lot and he's not said much, has he? What we've got from that is Biden, President Biden B-Day is the most amazing thing in the world ever. We've got that the Russians are coming, and what else? I don't know. Let him finish the last bit, but I might lose my temper in a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Last
5, Friday,
6, 7,
you answered my question about President Biden's message during his trip to Poland. But I'm wondering why he specifically chosen Poland for this trip, since so many countries are helping Ukraine, and he visited Poland.
I'm going to give my theory on this in a minute.
The president's really looking forward to this trip. Certainly.
Did you read that then? That was fucking hilarious. Read this. He just muttered, President is really looking forward to this. And look what the actual thingy Miss Bob said. Watch. He actually said the president's looking forward to this trip, but look what it says in this here. My laptop.
You answered my question about President Biden's message during his trip to Poland. But I'm wondering why he specifically chosen Poland for this trip, since so many countries are helping Ukraine, and he visited Poland 11 months ago.
The president's really looking forward to this trip.
President's bored of this trip, certainly. President's bored of this trip.
Many of you that it's timed around what sadly is going to be a year of war in Ukraine.
Oh, fuck off.
Poland has been a strident a tremendous supporter of Ukraine. And
Ukraine.
Host, not only to American troops, but millions.
Ukraine. The Russians are coming. Biden's amazing. Okay, so we did say there was probably going to be another one later. So it doesn't look like we've got much at the moment, but we'll keep an eye on this channel. I have got an update on the Paraguay one, but I'll leave that open in the corner. Hello, the Sobriety Project. Welcome to the channel. Any new people? Welcome. We've got ex-Army Paz here. Paz, hello.
Hello.
First of all, have you seen the film Nope, the movie Nope?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Do you remember what it looked like?
Yeah, it was like a big wavy cloud flag balloon thing.
Balloon. Yeah. Now I said to Al when we watched that, do you reckon, because this UFO was like alive, yeah? I said, do you think that there could be a chance that that is what they actually look like and they're trying to tell us? And he said, well, you never know. Now, for those of you that haven't seen Nope, which was a UFO movie, I'm just going to get a picture up. Hello, Mouse Nation. How you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you. 58 people watching. Hit the like or the dislike. But if you do dislike, just please, I'm begging you, unsubscribe. Go and have your little cry or your little tantrum. Go and get your blankie and go to your safe space. And just get over it, okay? And you go your way and I'll go my way, and then we never have to cross paths ever again, okay? Why people have to, I will never understand how people can just sit there day in, day out, talking about other people and how much they hate them. It is so negative. Now, if you're so negative all the time, that is just going to consume you. Just stop. If I don't like someone, then I don't watch them. I'll never get this shit. Hello, Mind the Gap. Good to see you. Paz, and anybody watching, this is the UFO. Okay?
Yeah, that's it.
So, this is it at the end, but it doesn't look like that at the beginning. Okay. Now, if you look here, right, that looks a bit like a big white balloon. So just bear that in mind. Is this a case of was this original Chinese one an actual UFO? And just to add as well, these 3 other ones, they're now backtracking now, and they're showing footage of the first one, which is making people think that that's footage of the second, third, and fourth, when actually they haven't shown. There is one video of the second or the third one being shot down. It's not a great video, but there is a video. Okay. And it doesn't look like a balloon. It doesn't at all. And bearing in mind, jellyfish, bearing in mind that these were, one was cylindrical, one was was it a hexagon or an octagon?
It was an octagon.
Were metallic. Octagon. They're metallic, they're shiny. They are basically these little tic-tac thingamybobs by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, there's no footage anywhere. There is something going on. And you need to watch Nope, Treeling, trust me, darling. It's not, well, I don't know. No, it's not, it's a movie, so you can rent it. I think it's on Sky. I don't know what you guys have got. It's not on Netflix yet, but, you know, there will be ways of finding it. It's a good movie, you know, it is a good movie. It's got him out of Out. Is it Out? What's it called? Get Out, sorry.
Yeah, the same guy in the hypnosis movie. That was better than Nope.
I did like Get Out. There's another one as well called Me, which is about another sort of, it's like a clone one. I like him. He's a really good actor.
He is, isn't he?
It's all a hoax, but who knows why it's his most nation. Well, I had a theory today, and it's just a theory. Okay, it shouldn't be on YouTube. It's just a theory. Could it be that we're going to be talking about that tomorrow night, Danny? Our lovely Jane has given me some information on that. Could it be, right, last week, just before the Chinese spy balloon, was it the day before, we had old Zelensky, you know, the comedian, the one who plays the piano with his knob, visiting America, the US, before he came here. Yes, I am enjoying you, darling. I think I'm on episode 3 or 4. And it could be that, okay, so what's his face? Zelensky asked for some jets, okay, and the Americans said no. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, all these weird things keep on appearing, and the US suddenly need, I can't get into it at the moment, Alan, because I'm on stream. All of a sudden, the US need their aeroplanes, their jets, because the aliens are coming. Could this be a coincidence, or could it be that it's their way of saying to Ukraine, fuck off, we've been invaded by aliens, so we can't have our jets because we need them?
Plausible, but I think they're just. I think that I'll be honest here. I want it to be aliens. I want an intergalactic war. I want them to come here, and I want them to vaporize all the world leaders, Biden, Trudeau, Rishi Sunak, and then replace them all. Good, yeah. Replace them all with their puppet, the God Emperor Trump. So he comes back, and he's the God Emperor of the world, and I will once again answer the call to service, and I will serve him as a commander in his imperious army. I hope that's what happens. However, it's not, is it? It's just, I think it's just the Chinese trying to be spying again and collecting data.
It's all the Chinese. What about the other 3 or 4? I don't.
They're all Chinese balloons, aren't they? They're all Chinese, but that's what they are. It's got to be.
But they're not balloons, though. This is what I'm saying. That this is what's making me suspicious. Is that all of a sudden, out of the blue, they were saying that they were metallic, and now all of a sudden they're saying that they keep showing the same footage of the first balloon being shot down. Thank you, Tams, darling. They keep on showing the same footage constantly of the first one, like they're trying to brainwash us all.
Well, it doesn't make sense because
the second, third, and fourth.
The first one they shot down was 40,000 feet up. That footage wasn't 40,000.
The balloon.
60.
The second one was 40.
Yeah.
The first one was much, much higher, which is why they left it there longer, because it wasn't interacting with civilian aircraft.
Yeah, but there's still footage like it's near the ground. It's not plausible. It can't be.
High up though.
Ridiculously high up, 60,000 feet. Even 40,000 feet is really high. I mean, 40,000 feet. You look at a plane; it's like an ant.
Well, these new ones are 40 and then 20. But what I found really interesting, Zelensky, was The one over the lake, this is what got me, was the one that it was seen on Saturday, but they only picked it up on radar. This is what's making me think there is more to this. Hello, Dana, darling. It got picked up on radar, but they went looking in the Montana and they couldn't see it, yet it was coming up on radar. So they searched all over. They closed the airspace down on Saturday, and this was all confirmed yesterday or whenever it was. Yesterday I streamed, I think, and it was all, we've got confirmation from the White House. I'm not just guessing. They shut the airspace off and there was nothing there. They could see it on the radar, but they couldn't see it with their own eyes. They thought it was a radar anomaly. Can't say that. Then yesterday on Sunday, it pops up again on radar. So they go back out and there it is. And it had come down to 20,000 feet. They're getting lower and lower. And that is why they're now taking them out. But there is something bizarre going on.
They wouldn't have taken them out if they were aliens. No, but these craft can move and maneuver in ways which we can't even fathom. So, you know, it would have dodged a rocket from a jet fighter easy. We wouldn't be able to touch them. No
we don't
chance.
know, though, do we? We don't know what UFOs are, what they're made of. We don't even know if they're real. We're just guessing, aren't we? We're saying, oh, they've got this advanced technology. Well, we don't actually know anything. More than I don't know what it is. Like
why are they shooting them down now? Why now?
Because they're coming too low, they're saying. They're too low. So they're being interfered with. They're going to interfere with they're coming down, so they're going to interfere with civilian aircraft. That's what they're saying. But like you say, if that balloon was 60,000 feet up and we could see it, how big was it? And
they said it was the size of a car. But if it was 60,000 feet, we wouldn't be able to see it.
No, we wouldn't
be able to hear it.
That wasn't the size of a car.
They don't have to tell us that this is happening. They don't have to tell us. We wouldn't know if raptors went up there at that height and shot them down. We wouldn't hear it. We wouldn't see it. But they're telling us and they're showing us.
No, because the balloon, they had to, because people could see it. So people were literally like looking at the balloon. But the balloon one, that wasn't they said it was bigger than a car. They said it was huge. It was the second and third said they were the size of a car. It's very bizarre. And then Jane has sent me something on the Uruguay one. So I'm going to get that up because there was another one, if you remember, between the hello, Bev, love. Between the Chinese one. I love you more, Dana. Okay, sweetheart, drive safe. Don't get distracted. If you remember, there was between the Chinese and the first one that was shot down.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Let me just get this up. There was another one over Uruguay. Oh, it's not coming up. Hold on. It's not. I opened the wrong thing up. There was another one, and it was over Uruguay. And then all of a sudden, that one's gone quiet. They're not talking about that one. Why? Why is that one gone all hush hush? So that's why Jane has sent us an update on that one. So
if I'm right, and this is it Project Blue Beam?
Blue Beam, right? Yeah.
Blue Beam. If I'm right, and this happens, then it'll be quite soon.
So you think it is a UFO? Are you saying?
No, I don't think it's a UFO. But if it is this massive Blue Beam hoax, then it's going to happen quite soon. They'll be all over the skies, and they'll be taking out, targeting lots of places. There'll be lots of death and destruction, and then we'll be one world government, like Reagan suggested in the 80s. I doubt it. I mean, we all want it to be aliens, don't we? Let's not lie.
Do we? I don't know.
Do you, Penny? Do you want it to be aliens?
I have no idea. I don't believe that aliens are little men from outer space for a start. So, like, if there's going to be aliens, I believe that they're either coming from Antarctica or they're coming from interdimensional somehow. Again, I don't know how that would be, or they're coming from underneath the Earth, because I think there's stuff down there. I don't believe in this little green men thing. I'm sorry, but the only way they can get around it is to say that they travel at the speed of light and all this shit. Don't believe that. I don't know what they are, but I'm intrigued. So this is what this channel is all about. It's about the curious and the intrigue, and this is really, really intriguing. And we've never had this many UFOs sightings on the news. This is wall-to-wall news. This is on the mainstream media now. There's a lot going on. So, it's who caused the earthquake in Turkey? Well, that's what I was going to say, is that I got a short on my channel of one of those balloon things. I'll show it you in a minute, but we're going to read this out. Jane has sent this in. So this is the latest on the Uruguayan Air Force. They're apparently going to handle their UFOs, because if you remember, there was another one. So apparently this is their one. Is it going to let me zoom in?
Haven't they shot another one within the last hour, the US?
What? Have they?
They shot another one, yeah.
Who said that?
Well, before I popped on, the other half was getting changed for badminton, and she had one of the news things on her phone. And it was breaking news that the US shot another one down.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have a look at that in a minute. But no, this is the one. This is the one that was between the Chinese one. Then there was like a week or just under a week between the two. This is that one. And no one's, that doesn't look like a balloon, does it?
No, it don't.
So witnesses in the Department of whatever that says in foreign, in the neighboring Argentine province of Entre Ríos, saw the strange lights and uploaded this photo on social. So if you remember, we had the Chinese balloon, and then we had this strange sighting over South America, and it was all hush hush. It was all quiet, and we never heard anything else. So this seems to me that they're keeping this quiet. Oh, thank you, Tams, darling. That's so kind. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you so much. Thank you, darling. Oh, thank you, hon. Let's get that up. Thank you. Such a good egg. Thank you. That'll go towards my laptop if that's okay, because this channel now, I can't not. It's just falling apart. It's, thank you. The investigate the sighting of strange red lights. A team of experts was deployed in the area to collect information and witness statements. According to that guy there, the lights were seen early Saturday by some 20 people. This is a different one then, Jane. Saturday? No, this is a different one. Oh, well, thank you, Tam, sweetheart. It'll go to the Bunsters. But if I do start memberships up on here, that's going to have to go towards the laptop. But that will definitely go to the Bunsters, darling. According to so apparently 20 people seen these. Is this a video? Hang on, let me just see. Oh, here we go. Look, what's this? The fuck?
Blimey.
Oh, Sid! Thank you, Sid. What the? Is this the Uruguay one? Oh, thank you, Sid and Tams.
Sounds like it.
Wow, look at this, guys. Paz, what do you make of this one then?
Could be an aeroplane.
I don't think that's an aeroplane.
Do
you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't look like an aeroplane, guys. What are we thinking this could be? Oh, I wanted to get Sid's super chat, but it won't let me. Sorry, Sid. Sorry. It's gone past. Liverpool 1, Everton 0, says Keith Lemon. Uruguay 1. Okay, wow. Hello, Blackjack. Good to see you. Paz, so you think this could be a plane? Should we watch it again? We'll talk over. Paz, you give us your thoughts.
All right, okay. Yeah, I may be wrong, because planes have blinking lights, don't they?
Yeah.
But this is lit up like bloody the Stadium of Light.
If this is really, really high up, that can't be a drone. Do you know what I mean? It's changing colour. Look.
It is, yeah.
That's not a drone.
No, that's not a drone. It's very smooth moving, isn't it?
Yeah. Fortunately, we can't see how far zoomed in they are, can we?
Yeah, we don't know what they're saying either.
That could be like as high up as like the balloon, or it could be as low as just over their head.
Yeah.
It could be just be a drone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Oh,
reckon
it's
that's
going
low
up.
flying. Yeah.
There you go, folks. Few replies. Let's see. What's this?
When was this taken?
That was last year. That is not the Uruguay one.
Oh, bloody hell.
Why that's put up, I don't know. Don't know. That must have been in Uruguay for that to just appear out of nowhere. Okay, I need to go to the loo. I need a wee. So, Paz, are you going to be okay for a minute while I pop to the loo?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll speak to the chat or something.
Yeah, chat if you want to ask Paz any questions on what he thinks is going on. And thank you again. Hit the like. Said 20 hours ago. Oh.
Right.
That's so bizarre, Jay. Paz, did you just hear something?
No.
Did anybody else just hear something?
What did you hear?
I'll be back in a minute. Maybe Lucy will tell us what is going on.
Okay.
Lucy, was that you, love? Who's that? Jack Star. Jedi Master. Oh, look, they've got their profile is the balloon, look.
Oh yeah. Flippin' heck.
Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Lucy, if you are there, love, I am fine. Are you the... Don't panic. Are you the balloon you've come to speak to us? Totally confused who this person is, Paz.
Don't know. I just entertain them.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Lucy, if you're there, can you please tell Paz what these UFOs are? She did say the other day, Paz, that Tony heard it as well. Paz, they heard it. Paz, they heard it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
I heard a woman. Didn't sound like Lucy at all. Yeah, me, Masters. Big up chat, says the troll detector. Hello, good to see you. Good to see you. This is a good guy. This guy's or girl.
Mongy nonce.
Hey.
Mongy nonce.
Yeah, but is exposing certain people. So
right.
I did tell you the other day, actually.
Yeah, I remember.
Is Lucy the same as Simon Rev Dave Plant? Don't know what that means. I cannot hear your... I don't know who this person is. Is this a troll? I cannot hear your Lucy, and I cannot hear my Lucy. Don't know. I'll be back in a minute, folks. Hello, Ian.
Right.
Ask Paz your questions.
Okay. Welcome to the Paz 49 show. I'm your host for the next couple of minutes while Penny is spending a penny. I was about that there then. All right, any questions or whatever? I honestly think these UFOs are just man-made. They're man-made things up in the sky to gather data, intelligence, information. Hello, Ellen85. And I don't know. I mean, Jesus, why report on this now? Like Penny says, this is getting 99.9% wall-to-wall flipping coverage. Hello, Freeside 19X. Hello, Tam Bird's Eye View, Australia. Yeah, I'm never good at things like this. That's why I don't do lives that much anymore. I'm fucking shit. Paz, what's our Wednesday lottery winners numbers going to be? They are going to be 19, 9, 49, 41, 13, and 2. And the lucky number is 3. Alan Edge, any news on your ectogism? No, I've given you the news. The guy from the university said he couldn't make heads or tails of it. It was like frog spawn, but more watery. Not more watery, like what did he say? More thicker frog spawn thing. They found shit in Mike Pence's garage. Oh yeah, they have. Yeah, Mike Pence, the guy who betrayed the God Emperor, President Donald J. Trump, peace be upon him, betrayed him on January the 6th. He's got stuff in his house now, in his garage. They've all been doing it. Classified documents. The only person who was allowed to take classified documents into their own house was Donald Trump. He had a right to do it. He had an absolute right. None of them did. Joe Biden, when he was vice president, he had absolutely no right to take those home. And neither did Mike Pence. He was vice president. Black Checker, Bulk Paz is a comedian. I can write dirty jokes. I've got tons of dirty jokes, but I can't tell them on air. Mike Smith, I'll split the lottery if I win with those numbers past 49. Yes, please remember to. Send me a check. I'm not on PayPal anymore. Bastards kicked me off, haven't they? Alan Edge, Paz has inspected your sock. My socks stick to the wall. Don't know why that is. Surf Roy A. If you did a baked beans blind test, could you tell the Heinz one, which is 4 times the price? Yes, I could actually. That's all I eat is Heinz beans. I can't touch any other beans. I refuse. It has to be Heinz baked beans. Because when I was really young, really young, I was a tiny little boy back in my impoverished household in North Wales back in the early 80s. And my mummy gave me a tin of out of date, I think it was Quick Save beans. And that's all we had. So she gave it to me. I ate it. I remember waking up that night and I fucking horsed beans everywhere. It's disgusting. Same with cucumbers. I won't eat them. And especially chocolate limes. I can't stand them. I can't even say the name. Looking at a packet of chocolate limes and I will gag. Kate, the lovely Kate, Paz, beans means Heinz. Yes, they do. John Holiday, if I win the lottery with those numbers, I'm not sharing. I don't blame you. Spooky Serpent on Fire. Tesco owned beans are best. No, they're not. You're mental. Oh yeah, Blackjack. Yes, Paz. There was a train derailed and released a deadly gas that's killing animal live in a 100-mile radius. Way more important than balloons or UFOs. It's like that film, isn't it? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. When all those animals were just dead.
I'm going to be covering that tomorrow. Because Jane lives in Ohio and Jane has sent me loads of information on it. But because I've been out all day, I haven't seen anything about it. So I don't want to make a video or a live stream talking about something that I don't know anything about. But it's bizarre because I messaged Jane the other day and said, look at this, it's happened in your state.
Oh, I love lemon
Jane said, that happened last week. I was like, oh, really? And then she said, all this other stuff's happening now, all these weird gases and stuff.
Yeah, in Ohio.
What's that about then?
A train derailed. And then one of the things on it was carried this gas. Nobody knows what this gas is, but within a 100-mile radius, sheep and cattle have all been just dropping dead, like in Third Encounters of the Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
And is this aliens, do they reckon?
No, they know it's this gas, this derailment. They know it's that. It's not linked to the UFOs at all.
I wonder whether this is just a distraction of that because they were moving some sort of chemical weapons or chemical gases around.
Well, there's so many things happen now. What are they distracting us from? You got the Ukraine, you got the UFOs, you got this gas thing. You got Nord Stream pipeline coming up again. There's loads of stuff going on. Loads of distractions for distractions.
You
eating toast?
Hello, Cosmic War Toad. Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Oh.
It became mustard gas. Hello, Ian. How are you doing? Good to see you.
Did it?
Dandelion, come here, love. Dandelion. How come you're not at badminton tonight then, Paz? You're just too tired?
I've given up.
Oh, why?
Oh, I don't know if I can say it.
Me.
No, it wasn't that. I'm just not into it. It's her mum's thing, and then she goes along to help, and I go along because I want to please them. But some people play on there, right? Fucking knobs, and I can't.
Yeah, I love badminton. I've not been for years.
When I first started, I was really good. I was all right, but the people.
Luck.
Yeah, that's it. And then we didn't do it for years. Then I did it again. Started up end of last year, and I can't get into it. And they've got these young kids who play, right, and they're so fucking good. They've been playing since they were like teenies, since they were tiny dots, and they're like late teens now. But they're so flipping arrogant, and they don't try. And you're trying so hard, and they don't. And they just I walked off.
I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I pretended I was sick one evening. I just walked off. I couldn't be bloody bothered.
Well, I know what you're like when you're being stubborn and you'll just.
Yeah, I'll just go. Yeah, I'm like that. So it's not me. It's you.
No, it's not you. It's them. It's always them.
It is always them. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. What else have we got here? We've got so what this gas, do we reckon that they were moving maybe they were moving WMDs around and they're accusing Saddam Hussein and they've got them. And one of them crashed.
Yeah, the thing is, even though the Americans are the only country to ever use nuclear weapons, they've never threatened anyone with them before. Since, have they? Saddam Hussein threatened the West with weapons of mass destruction, even though he never had any. So he was a big fat liar.
Yeah, but come on, the West are so arrogant, aren't they? It's like we can have things, but nobody else can.
Yeah, I know. No one else can be trusted. That's why.
Never used them.
Yeah, no one else can be trusted. I mean, you've got the Iranians who have said they want Israel wiped off the face of the earth. Would you trust them with nukes after saying something like that?
I don't think anyone should have the nukes. Hello, Shirley, darling.
I think we should have nukes, definitely.
You do or you don't?
We do. We need them. We need that deterrent. It's a deterrent. We need it. And we need someone. Yeah, we need someone who has the bollocks to use them as well.
I'm a flat Earth tracker space cadet, says Chile.
What are you eating?
Pizza.
Oh, what flavour?
A little bit of leftover from today. It's a little bit of the really thin one. It's like a gluten-free one, and it's like bloody paper. You can see through it. It's that thin.
Oh dear. My favourite one's a Domino's one. It's the stuffed crust, the hot and spicy with extra cheese. Oh shit! Like 20-odd quid.
No.
Yeah.
You have a stuffed crust with extra cheese.
Yeah.
Blimey. Okay, so I'm just gonna have a quick look. So you're saying there's been a new one?
Yeah, from what I heard on the speakerphone.
Where did you miss to hear this then?
Well, she was getting changed in front of me, doing her usual striptease, and she always has the phone on. It was talk radio. It was talk radio she had on.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right, let me just get this is what's making me suspicious now, is because now every time they mention another UFO, the images they show, hello English Bob, the images they show are of this balloon which I think's fake. This picture, right? Do you not think that picture looks a bit staged? Because that looks like Nope, doesn't it though? It looks like the Nope balloon.
Looks quite stringy, yeah.
This to me, right, who's over here taking this picture where they're all just in perfect position?
Yeah.
You know, leaning over, grabbing its legs or whatever. And there just happens to be somebody in this boat. Okay, so apparently, guys, this is breaking news from Paz's other half. There's been another one. We've got a video here. Let me just see what this is.
High-speed jets patrolling the skies close to one of America's Great Lakes in Michigan on Sunday.
Let's take a loop.
A local from his back garden and posted on social media after news that for the third time in as many days, the US had spotted and shot down an unidentified object, this time in the skies above Lake Huron.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the U.S. military shot down objects over Alaska, Canada's Yukon Territory, and Lake Huron.
Yesterday's downing followed similar discoveries in the sky above Alaska on Friday and then the Yukon Territory in Canada on Saturday. Both those objects were also shot down, but where they came from or what their purpose was has not yet been disclosed. Only that they were both balloon-like objects.
It's hit. It's going down.
Just like the massive Chinese spy balloon that was shot down off the coast of South Carolina on February the 4th.
What's gone on the last, 2 weeks or so, 10 days, has been nothing short of craziness. And the military needs to have a plan to not only determine what's out there, but determine the dangers that go with it.
While recovery efforts for the Chinese balloon are still underway, the US has said definitively that it was part of a massive global surveillance operation by Beijing covering at least 40 countries. And while it's still too early to say where the 3 latest objects came from, aerospace experts like Major General Scott Clancy say if it looks like surveillance and smells like surveillance.
This is not Bob and his balloon in the backyard, that's floating these things around. This is a level of technology or innovative technology that is not indicative of a private company or someone else. It's indicative of that which.
Hang on a minute. It says here there's been another one. Look, I'll show you.
Oh, it's
13th,
true then.
that's today. Sorry?
It's true then.
Look. 13th there. US on high alert after military shoots down another UFO. And that was today. And it said it was 46 minutes ago. So I'm a bit confused. Let me just come out of this. All they're talking about here is the press conference. Let me just go on to the BBC. I know we don't like it, but it's the easiest one. Because news round, because it doesn't have all the ads, all the ads on like all the hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think there is a new one. It says here, the independent Chinese spy balloon. US says 3 newly shot down objects, unlike China craft, but rule out alien activity. From what I've seen, that guy didn't rule out anything.
No, he didn't, did he?
Been another one. Don't think.
Oh, I misheard then.
Doesn't seem like that anyway. That was 30 minutes ago. And the US are saying it's possible that they're in our airspace. Well, as if they wouldn't have seen them. Still working to identify 3 objects. That guy did not say that it wasn't aliens. He said we don't know what it is. And they keep re-showing this same footage of that first one being shot down. It's something. What's this here? I think that's just a report. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. It's just really, really bizarre. What's this one? This is the oh god, it's trod on a toe. I don't think there's been any more. If anyone's got any link. Sorry?
No, that's all right. Sorry, I was just fiddling around with my phone.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, if anyone's got any information. What's this? Hang on. US jet shoots down 4th flying object after Pentagon says it flew near. Yeah, that is the one yesterday. It flew near sensitive military sites and was risked to civilian. Okay, so the last one was the one over Lake Huron. James, did I say that right? There we go, Michigan. But remember, okay, so this was an F-16 and it was around, this one was at 20,000 feet, which isn't that high. And that its flight path and altitude could have endangered civilian planes. So what I want to know is what's going on with this Uruguayan one. This is what I don't get. The Uruguayan one.
So that footage you showed us earlier of Uruguay, that was a couple of hours ago, yes?
Well, I don't know, because it said it was a couple of hours ago, but then that video that I showed said it was March 2022.
No.
So let me have a. I think that was current, but I think for some reason they've added a link.
Can you hear
into
me?
the article. Sorry.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but the phone's playing up. Hang on.
Lucy, are you there, love? Did you? We heard someone speak before. Oh, we didn't look into Jane, did we, either?
Who's Jane?
Jane, do you remember when I told you that a voice came through her microphone that wasn't?
Oh yeah, yes, I remember.
She got kicked out of the stream. She got kicked out, the poor thing.
Yeah.
And it said that she said, "Don't delete me" or something, or delete me, and she was saying the opposite to what Jane was saying.
And it wasn't the same avatar either.
You what? Sorry.
It wasn't the same avatar.
No. I know it was, apparently. It was the same avatar. Jane said it was. Because she was talking on it. Jane was talking through it. And then Jane got kicked out, but her avatar stayed. And then, I don't know, it was really bizarre.
Right, that message that came up with Jane saying, "That's not me," that was in cat. Because the cat on that avatar was winking. And the cat on screen, which was Jane originally on the stream, it wasn't winking. Both eyes were open.
Right, but it was the same. It was the same. Hello, Matthew. Yeah, but it was the same one. She'd just been talking through that. She just spoke through it, and then it kicked her out, but her avatar stayed up. That was the same avatar she'd just used.
Right, okay.
We need to go back and have a look. Basically, it kicked her out, but she was still on the screen. We could see her, but she couldn't speak. Hello, James. And it said...
Yes, but what I'm saying is, when she came up on stream and said, "That's not me," the cat on that avatar, on that profile photo, was different to the one that was on screen.
Jane, is that right? Well, the reason why it's louder is because I've got my gain turned up on my microphone. But I think it's because Paz is quite quiet.
I'm on my phone and I've got my earphones on.
Okay, if I'm too loud, I will turn down my microphone gain, but I'm speaking at normal level. So if I'm too loud, let me do a sound check. And if it's, I'll turn the gain down a little bit on the microphone. But you are a little bit quieter than me. But you know what it could be, though, Paz? You know, are you using them headphones? You know, the ones with the little inline microphone that dangles down?
Yeah.
They're not as sensitive. Like, I've got a proper microphone now that I plug in. And that's why the sound is a lot better when I'm using this. So those earphones with that little microphone that dangles down, they're not very loud. So you're going to have a difference between me and Paz. I can turn my gain down to try and match Paz. If AJM's the only one that's not happy about that, or are other people not happy about that, let me know. Terry Knowles band again, hello. Can a passenger jet? Well, the thing is, you're saying one of these balloons. Hello, welcome, by the way, Devil Mike. But the other ones, we don't know what they were. They said that they were metallic and different shapes. No, they haven't mentioned them being a balloon, which is what I don't get.
Can you see me?
I can, but not on my phone. There's no avatar.
No, my complete screen's gone blank. It's dark. I've got a yellow thing on the top corner, which is the clock.
What?
I think 21:08. And there's a red dot on the right side that keeps blinking.
What?
I can't see the screen. I can't. My phone screen's completely black.
I can see. Right, your avatar's gone.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What's going on?
What's it look like now?
It's dark. I don't want to come out of this. Well, I can't. I'm touching the screen and nothing. I can't even move the frigging screen.
Your phone doesn't like being on here by the looks of it.
All right, I'll just switch to my laptop then. Give me a couple of minutes.
Okay, while you're doing that, I'll look for this stream.
All right, sweetheart. All right, see you in a minute.
Okay, see you in a minute. You've got the link, yeah?
Yeah, I've got the link.
Okay, so while we're here, I'm just having a quick look for any updates. And also, I'm going to have a quick look. Yeah, his avatar's gone, ain't it? No, it's not. Liverpool 2. And then we've got Lucy's back. We did have, I heard a voice. I definitely heard a voice, folks. Did anybody else hear that female voice? There was a female voice. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what Lucy is. I still think that Lucy could be a hacker. But how does she know so much information? We don't know. It's just bizarre, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do now? No, says Ian. No. Yes, no. What are we yesing and knowing at? Sorry. Never let a crisis go to waste. I had a KFC wrap, but pigged out at work earlier. Just your lovely voice, Miss Bunny, says Vibrating Bilbo. Nice name. I keep changing my mind on Lucy, says Mouse Nation. On me, I just don't know. It can't be real, surely. Maybe Lucy is telling him to use his laptop. Maybe. It just said, yes, it said RJ. What? Is that what she said? Right. So should we go back on the, I don't even know when it was. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and find the stream where Jane came up. Jane, do you remember, was it on my other channel? It was, wasn't it? Was it on my Penny Bunny channel? Hello, welcome, by the way. Welcome to everybody who is here. I appreciate you, as always. Please hit the like or the dislike. It doesn't matter. I won't be offended. Hello, Punkylicious. Can't speak. Hello, Punkylicious, darling. Let's give you a wrench, sweetheart. Thank you for coming in, hon. I'll sub with this channel as well. I was subbed with my Penny Bunny channel. Paz, have you been abducted? Anybody think that Penny's Harries might be aliens spying on her? There is a possibility. They're not happy with me, though, Cosmic Water. We've been out all day, and they are really, really not happy. Oscar is not talking to me. Redacted are doing a live stream now, and they say that it's all a plot to wage war on China. I don't think... Oh, shit, fucking hell. That scared the life out of me. That was Oscar that was jumping. I don't think this is. Have we heard any more about China? Because China said that they had one of these over them. If you remember, China was saying that they've got one, which is just bizarre. Jane, do you remember when this... is Jane still here? I think it was this channel. I don't think it was, Jane, because the only stream I've done on this channel was that one that I did the other night on my own. Oh, shit, hang on. Which was my first stream I've done in a long time on here, apart from New Metal Girl. I don't think it was. I think it was Friday. Let me just see whether this is it. Hold on. It was Friday, and it was on the Penny Bunny channel. So here we go. No, Lucy Parsons, her name was. Blackjack knows. Blackjack's got all the information. Okay, so there's Apple Charlotte. Look, okay, so it was when Jane was up. He's okay. He's doing good. It happened in a minute. But hello, Manjit. Good to see you. Is the hidden underbelly here? Where? If he is, I'll get him up. Jane and... don't you mean rabbit hole deep? Exactly. Okay, so Jane has just sent me something. So we do like to keep you on your toes here. Yeah, Nikki's been a bit down. So we send Nikki something. We can welcome the new people. So Apple Charlotte is new. LG is new. Can come back. What? Hang on a minute. I'm getting really confused.
Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Squinting.
Right. This Jane spoke, and it wasn't Jane. What do you mean, hon? You mean you've got to come back again? Is that what you...
Easily.
Well, there you are, Jane. That wasn't her. That voice said, please delete. That was not Jane. Jane's avatar got possessed. Hang on, Oscar's visiting me. Oscar, do you want some pizza? Yeah. Do you want some pizza crust? Oscar? Come on, boy. Husky. Got some pizza crust. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'm back. Okay, Jane, do you want to just guide me here? Yes, I'm not talking. Okay, so basically what happened, guys, this is the other night stream, guys, okay? Dillhole, hello, welcome. They eat pizza crust very occasionally. Dandelion has got an obsession with pizza crust. If she smells pizza in the house, she comes running. Oscar will just have it now and again. Okay, so let's just go back. So Jane was on panel. This is the other day, just while we're waiting for Paz to come and get his laptop. Jane was on panel and Jane got kicked out, but her avatar was still there. And Jane was saying to me in the live chat, Penny, please delete on screen. I can't get back in. So Jane was on the live chat here, okay? And this voice, okay, let's go back. And go. Oh, okay. Say that again.
Croeso.
Your fan's gone off. Yeah, the fan was on. Hey, what is your problem? You're abusing your... What? This laptop's fucked. Your child. What the fuck?
Who the fuck is that?
Some idiot, I don't know. I've got rid of him. My voice is going, definitely. Oh, no, not again. Don't you mean rabbit hole deep? Exactly. Okay, so Jane has just sent me something. So we do like to keep you on your toes here. Yeah, Nikki's been a bit down. So we said, Nikki, something if we can welcome the new people. So Apple Charlotte is new. LG is new. Welcome.
Croeso.
Keith James. You what? Sorry, Paz.
Sorry, that was Welsh for welcome.
Oh, okay. Say that again. This is the stream the other night when
Croeso.
Jane... Your fan's gone off. Okay, just tell me. Thank you for everything.
Say that again. The fuck?
Has Jane's been possessed?
What?
Hang on, Oscar. Okay, listen now. You okay, hon? Take care, Charlotte, love. Hello, Pink Roses. Charlotte, please come back. Welcome anytime, darling. My friend just went live. It's okay, sweetheart. Well, look, you can email me. You're welcome in here. Say we're all good people here. You know, you won't find the drama on here. They will try. They've tried. And if you see a channel called Penny Bunny Only Fans, Charlotte, that's not me. Who's not you, Jane? Hang on a minute. What's going on? Who's not? What?
What the fuck?
Has Jane's been possessed?
What? What's going on?
Jane, apparently that isn't Jane on the panel. Who said hello?
Really?
Then?
Who is it then?
Yeah, look, where's she put it? I can't get the comment back.
Oh yeah,
up.
look, it's a different cat. Because the cat's
Where's
on
Jane's?
the cat's
look.
on the... Yeah, that's squinting. That cat's squinting. Look at the eyes on both cats.
Leave me on panel so I can come back. What? Hang on a minute. I'm getting really confused.
Get rid of him. Get rid of him.
She's been talking to us though.
Was it really her?
Oh, thank you, ESAU. I'm going to have to call you something else.
What does ESAU?
You know, you won't find the drama on here. They will try. They've tried. And if you see a channel, hello me. Thank you for everything.
Say that again.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I say?
Iron brew or something.
Iron brew. Have some iron brew. I can't do the Scottish. Apple Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Did you just hear a weird noise in the background then? Did you guys just hear that? Listen in the background. There's some weird ow noise coming through. So remember, Jane's not there. There's something coming through Jane's avatar.
Iron brew or something.
Iron brew. Have some iron brew. I can't do the Scottish. Apple Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, you are welcome here. We are a very welcoming channel. Please don't delete on screen. I can't get back in. What? What do you mean, hun? You mean you've got to come back again? Is that what you...
Please delete.
Well, there you are. What? Jane? What did it say? Was it please delete or easily? Did you just hear that? That was not Jane, guys. Okay. This is me. We're watching a stream back from the other day. Well, Paz has gone to go and get his laptop. So what do you mean, hun? You mean you've got to come back again? Is that what you...
Please delete.
Well, there you are. Please delete, was that? What? I'm going to slow it down, guys. This is getting really bizarre, okay? We're going to hear that again.
Iron brew or something.
Oh, God. Iron brew. Okay. Iron brew. Here we go. I can't do the Scottish. Apple Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, you are welcome here. We are a very welcoming channel. Please don't delete on screen. I can't get back in. What do you mean, hun? You mean you've got to come back again? Is that what you...
Please delete.
What? Did that say please delete or easily? What the... Hang on a minute. This is bizarre. Let's see if Paz is back. Paz, are you back? Paz is not back. Okay. Paz, please come back. Hurry up. I'm getting freaked out. I've got to go. Good night, Kate, darling. Are you not off tomorrow? Okay, dentist opted easily. I think we're 50-50 on that. No, I'd put it on half speed. Okay. Penny, you sound like you're from Kentucky. Like me with it so down. What is going on? Matthew, basically, this happened the other day. Okay. And Jane had got kicked from the panel. Okay, so Jane was not on our stream, and Jane was in the chat saying, "I've been kicked from your stream. Can you get me back in?" And this voice that sounded like Jane came from that avatar. I don't know, Mouse Nation. I'll tell you something now, right? Do you know what's really bizarre? And I was saying this the other day. Whenever I have a phone, something happens. I always have problems with phones. I've always been this way. So every phone I have will do like random. I'll be typing a message out and run. Oh, Jane's here. Hold on a minute. Jane, is this the real Jane?
It's the real Jane.
Here we go. We've got the real Jane in the house. Let's welcome Jane to the stream. Hello, darling. What did sound like your voice, though, hon?
No. Well, I don't know, because you always think you know how you sound, but I know I wasn't saying anything.
That is what happened.
I don't know, because I had written in the chat, "Please delete me." And you had, because I wanted you to kick me off because I couldn't get back in. And normally, StreamYard will let me back in and there'll just be two of me and you'll delete one.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't let me do that. And so that's why I was saying, well, maybe, if you please delete me, I can get back in, which even then I couldn't. But the weird thing is you read it, "Please don't delete me." I had written, "Please delete me," and then whoever took over my avatar said, "Delete me."
Because I read it wrong because the chat was moving so fast. So I must have read your comment wrong. That you said, "Please delete me." So I'm just like, what?
But even before that, listening back to it, I appeared to be talking and I wasn't on the stream, Penny.
I heard talking, and I heard like a weird noise in the background.
Yeah, and it wasn't me. But it sounds like a female talking, which would appear to, it's not you. It's definitely not Paz. So you would think it would be coming from my avatar, but it wasn't.
How far back? So how far before you said please delete? Was you talk anything before that? Was that not you either then?
There was stuff before that wasn't me too. Yes.
Okay.
That's where Paz is right, where I've been talking to you guys, and it's like, no, I haven't.
Hang on a minute. The cat is definitely you with the good night, me, my darling.
Yeah, the cat's definitely me. But it's before.
I'm just gonna put the play back to normal because I sound really drunk. Let me just find out where it's not you, because you go quiet. So it's my laptop doesn't want people to wait for the video.
That was his local, wasn't it?
So you're not speaking now.
Yeah.
So I'm all over that shit.
I've got an inkling, a very sketchy outline of what's going on there, but I haven't done a deep dive on nothing.
Good night, me, my darling.
Well,
that's
taken so long, people. I apologise, but I am deep.
Devil Mike, check out my other channel.
Old.
I'm covering that.
I'm knee deep in it, Paz. I really am.
Oh, so deep, like deep.
Yeah, we'll do. It's closed. It is closed. I'm better, Nikki. I've not been streaming as often.
So Jane's
I only
gone
stream
quiet now.
twice a week. Can we just welcome Nikki, because Nikki down a few weeks ago and she hasn't been around.
Hope you're feeling better, sweetheart.
Jay, what?
I don't think.
Let's just get Jay. What is your problem? You're abusing your child.
This is false, by the way.
What the fuck is that?
Some idiot. I don't know. I've got rid of him. My voice is going, definitely. Oh no, not again. Don't you mean rabbit hole deep? Exactly. Okay, so Jane has just sent me something. Oh, okay. So Devil Mike. Like to keep you on your toes.
There, right there, Penny.
Oh, yeah. Nikki's been a bit down, so we send Nikki something. We can idiot. I don't know. I've got rid of him. My voice is going, definitely.
So you spoke again.
Oh no, not again. Don't you mean rabbit hole deep? Exactly. Okay, so Jane has just sent me something. So we do like to keep you on your toes here. Yeah, Nikki's been a bit down, so we send Nikki something. We can welcome the new people. So Apple Charlotte is new, LG is new. Welcome.
Croeso.
Keith James. You what? Sorry, Paz.
Sorry, that was Welsh for welcome.
Night, Tricia. Oh, okay. Say that again.
Croeso.
Your fan's gone off.
What was that tapping?
Croeso.
Have some iron brew. I have to nip
Someone
away
just
for a
whisper.
while, say Charlotte.
Yeah, are you hearing? I'm hearing double talking in there, Penny.
Say that again.
Did you hear a whisper as well? Like I'm not speaking. I'm just typing to say good night to Tricia. Good night, Tricia, darling. Did you hear a whisper then? And what is going on? I'm getting really confused here.
Yeah, I did too. That's why Paz is right when he said that I, which he thought it was me, that I was talking. I didn't know that because I was in the background trying to fight with my phone to get back in. So I didn't hear any of this.
Yeah, so to the guys in chat, looks like Jane's on the screen, okay, on the stream. Jane is not on the stream. She's left. She's been kicked off. Her avatar's there, but she's not actually on the StreamYard. She's not backstage. She's gone. So whatever we're hearing from Jane's avatar, it's not Jane. It's just,
right.
I heard a cat as well or something.
Welcome.
It's bizarre.
Keith James. You what? Sorry, Paz.
Sorry, that was Welsh for
I'm
welcome.
just going to get the latest up on the UFOs as well. See
Say
what
that
else
again.
is going on.
Croeso.
Your fan's gone off. Chorizo.
Croeso.
Have some iron brew. I have to nip away for a while, says Charlotte. Hello, Nick. Thank you for everything.
Say that again.
There's whispering back there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did I say?
Iron brew or something.
Iron brew. Have some iron brew. I can't do the Scottish. Apple Charlotte, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, you are welcome here. We are a very welcoming channel. We
Please don't delete on screen. I can't get back in. You what do you mean, hun? You mean you've got to come back again? Is that what you
Please delete.
Well, there you are, Jane. So that was not you, Jane.
No. Wasn't me.
But it did sound like you, didn't it? It did actually sound like you.
I thought it sounded like a robotic voice, so
It
I
sounded
don't
like
know what
Jane,
that
but
means. It wasn't. I was trying to figure out. I was actually at that point, because I typed that to you in the chat. I was trying to get your attention in chat, so I heard that, and I'm like freaking out. Like, what in the heck's going on? That's not me. Who's got my avatar?
We have Mouse Nation's right when she said, how many EVPs have we had, Penny? I don't know, because we also had, the wrong one. If you remember, thanks to Ellen, we had the high voice that me and Underbelly never heard that when we were streaming it, and I don't even know what stream that was on now.
Well, I thought that there was a whisper there that I heard too when you were talking. And it appeared to come, it wasn't me. And then there was some talk just right before that at some place that it sounds like I'm talking and I'm not there.
There's some whispering, like
there
was some repeating, like, look, it sounded like what Paz was saying was being repeated back in a whisper.
Oh, I couldn't figure out what it was. Yeah.
It was repeating what Paz was saying. I'm just going to find out what this is here. So if there's anything more on the UFOs. I don't think it's going to let me read it, look.
Well, no.
Got to get an take
a membership.
So
there's a way to do that where you copy it really quick and then you can open it on another link, but I'm not savvy enough to tell you how to do that.
Well, the thing is, it looked to me like it said there's going to be a new task force, so that's why I wanted to read it. So there's going to be a new UFO task force open. So it looks like, Jane. Now, what are you thinking about this? I'm really starting to think that there is definitely something more going on here.
Well, it does remind me of Bill Cooper, for any tinfoil hatters out there. And back in the day, he said that there would be a fake alien invasion.
Yeah, he did. Did he say it was going to be fake? Sorry, did he say?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they would be able to, with the technology to make it appear, kind of like that hologram that they did of Tupac. So it would appear that there would be things up there or items up there, but there really wouldn't. It would all be projections.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do. Yeah, I do. I think when they did the hello, Kay Stevenson. Hello, welcome to the stream. I think when they did the plague, the lockdowns and everything, I said back then that this is a practice run, and if we are compliant, then they're gonna do a they're gonna do like a fake alien invasion to see, just to try and control us and try and say that. We need to, because the thing is, like I said the other day, if they want to bring in a globalist government, the best way to do it is to have the entire human race as one against another race, and then we won't have any we won't be worried about borders, we won't be worried about what they call stupid things.
Yeah, so they can be in charge of the entire world.
Yeah, we won't need to worry about any.
One world government.
We won't question them either, because when we are in a state of an emergency, which is what they like us in a permanent state of, when we're in a permanent state of emergency, they can introduce all the powers that they want. They can put emergency control in there so that we're all under control of the one world government, and we don't need to the democracy went out the window during the old plague. There was no democracy. Parliament was closed. So people just did whatever they want, and they did whatever they want. So the plague worked perfectly for the world, the globalists. And like Mike Smith says here, a fake alien invasion would work perfectly for the NWO or the WHO or the UN or what the WEF or whatever you want to call it. So this is what they could be doing here. You remember the movie Independence Day when we were going to go towards the end when we were going to go up there and it was Will Smith, wasn't it? I remember that scene where all the countries were talking to each other, and they had like Pakistan on the phone, they had UK on the phone, they had the Americans on the phone, they had the Japanese, and I thought to myself then that they're projecting like the whole world. And I was only 16 back then, and I thought to myself, it's like this film was like saying that all these nationalities and all that would just go out the window, and we all come together in one. And you imagine the power that they would give themselves, and the voting would be an emergency, so there'd be no worry about borders or anything. We would all be given a currency, so we'd all be given enough money to live on. We'd all be given like a living wage. And then we could all be terrified. When this is what I think they're toying with, and I think that they're doing this to see how we react. That's just a theory. It could be real aliens. I'm not ruling that out either. Really, did he say that? Did he? Welcome again, by the way.
If you look back historically, Reagan made a very a speech that is replayed countless times, President Reagan, and in it he says, where you think if we actually had an invasion, how every other thing that we think about in this world amongst the countries is going to be so petty, and that we would all come together against, the enemy of the invasion. Reagan talks about it in a speech. You'll find it if you look it up on the internet.
Well, that's interesting.
It's famous. Stevie. But then Reagan saw a UFO.
Yeah. Mike's saying here, he's just said it. I need to find that speech. I'll find it for the next stream and play it.
It's real famous, but the thing is when you think about it, fear is a very strong emotion, and if people are emotional, then they don't think. And right. So if you get people in fear, and the same thing happened during the crud that happened those 2 years, the creeping, crawling crud, people were scared. Okay. And so if they're scared, they don't think. They didn't look at, any data that might be out there, any data that might not be out there, and what it really meant, and if it was viable to do the things that we were being asked to do. But if you instill fear in people, then their logic and their thinking capabilities go out the window, and they like that because people are easily controlled when they're emotional.
Yeah. No, I totally agree, Jane, and I think that's what is possibly happening. So that is my theory, but I'm not discounting that it isn't alien. I wonder where Paz has gone. He's not come back. He's going to get his laptop. I'm just having a quick look here to see if anything else has happened. Now, there's a thing in the Daily Mail Online. Where does your state rank in the UFO sightings? Apparently, this map shows more than 26,000 unidentified objects soaring through the skies in the last 5 years in the US. But it doesn't say anything about them being shot down. I don't think that now they're trying to say that there's always that there's always these things happening. That I don't believe that. I'm sorry, but I don't believe that they've shot them down like the way they're shooting these down. This is a bit, to me, this is a bit dodgy. Like they're trying to make it like there's nothing to see here. If you notice, Jane, the last couple of days they've been really going for it, saying that they are UFOs. Now they're trying to play it down. They're showing us pictures of that balloon being shot repeatedly. Like they're trying to make us think, oh, it's just another balloon. they seem to be pulling back on this. Now, a lot of people thought that we were going to get full disclosure today. But the press conference guy, the one whose mouth doesn't move very well, he did actually say we might be having another one today. So they might still come out with stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
If they come up with stuff, it'll be stuff they've made up. They're not going to say a darn thing. And and people, if you think about it, when they shot that one over, whether it was North Carolina or South Carolina,
the real balloon, yeah.
Yeah, the real balloon one and the payload on that went into the ocean. That the Coast Guard and the Navy were right there to grab hold of the package that sunk. That thing has long been retrieved. And I would say the same thing in Lake Huron. And I wouldn't be surprised in Alaska, too, quite frankly. I really wouldn't.
Bizarre that I find it too convenient that they had that perfect photo opportunity. The way that when they had the balloon and they were like hanging out the boat posing, like there was another boat opposite them just happened to be there with a camera crew. It's very coincident. I don't know. I feel like there's something more going on. What I want to find out is where's the one in China?
Now I ran across some stuff and I should have sent it to you, but it looked like it could be faked. And so I didn't send it to you. Yeah, the China one. I found it on Twitter. If you look up China UFO, there's some videos about it on Twitter. But I saw one where there were 3 separate videos, and at least 2 of them looked like they were pretty fake. So I thought, well, no, I'm not going to send it to you now. I wish I had anyway.
They've literally wiped everything. They've wiped it. If I put China UFO now, everything. Yeah, we've got a video here. That's it. Everything is about China spying on us. I'm not convinced that this is.
Well,
I don't think they are. I don't think it is China. They're trying to blame it on the Russians. I'm sorry. This.
Well, I think the first one really was China. I do think that one was.
I want to see proof. I want to see the Chinese writing on the side of it. I'm sorry, but I don't believe anything they tell us. They lie to us. After what's happened,
I agree with that. I mean, Underbelly, he had
China.
Yeah, the one that showed the writing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, around the world in 80 days. Breaking news: USA denies sending balloons over China. Interesting, Bridget. All I can find. Okay, we've got it here. USA denies how UFOs are pushing US and China further apart.
We're flying over China. We wouldn't do a balloon to begin with. We have aircraft that do that and at an altitude that is untouchable by them. And we've been doing that for quite a long time. And so, if anything, this may be a retaliation by China. They have satellites up there, but they don't have the technology that America has. We really have it pretty wrapped down.
I don't know, I honestly, I think the Chinese are more advanced than what you think. I really do. I think that the Chinese are coming out with all sorts of shit, and the Japanese. The Japanese are on the west side, aren't they? They aren't blaming it on Russia. They have it in the past few hours said, well, they were. Bridget did that press conference. They were saying, I wouldn't put it past the Russians. That it's in. He actually said this is in Putin's playbook. Like why are they even bringing up Russia? Like literally, out of all the trouble that NATO have caused by going right up to right up to Russia's border with NATO, causing all this trouble, and then you've got this Pentagon press guy literally saying that this could be Russia without any evidence whatsoever, and he's like, "Oh, it's straight out of Putin's playbook." Like, why would you do that? You are literally constantly poking the Russian bear.
Well. For one thing, China and Russia are uneasy allies, but they are allies.
They are, but China's not got involved, and you would have thought by now China have actually said that what's going on in Ukraine, they haven't really got involved. They haven't given an opinion because they're trying to not escalate the problem. The West just want to escalate and escalate and escalate and keep on pushing and pushing and pushing. And now you've got the Pentagon spokesperson poking Russia, saying that Russia could have done this.
But it could be. Well, no, but it could be. I mean, I'm not saying it is, and we'll probably never really know, or 100 years, that'll come out then, and we'll be long gone. But the thing is it could be Russia because they could be sending things over to stir the pot. They're not too happy about weapons being sent over to the Ukraine. And they could very well be launching something, and the jet stream would bring it right over, just like it did the Chinese balloon. So it is possible. It is possible it could be Russia.
I don't.
What worries me more than any alien invasion or fake alien invasion, what worries me is a world war. That has me much more concerned.
Well, that's what got me, was the fact that this guy is saying this. He shouldn't. This top level official who's representing the Pentagon should not even be coming out with this sort of stuff. He shouldn't even be saying those things. It's really, really dangerous talk, and it's not. The West are not interested in diplomacy. They just want to wind Russia up.
It is, and the unfortunate thing is, and I've been talking to a select group of very close friends for a couple of years now. We are really more in a depression than we are in a recession. Things are a lot worse than they try and paint the rosy picture. It isn't really all that great. And the only thing historically that has ever gotten any country out of a recession or a depression is war.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to unmute this because apparently China's responded to the US.
Asia correspondent Brent O'Halloran joins us live from Taipei. Brent, what has been the latest from Chinese officials regarding this unidentified flying object saga?
Yeah, Tom, there's been no official reaction from China yet regarding the two objects most recently shot down in North America. The story wasn't covered on Chinese state-controlled TV bulletins, though an editorial on the front page of the Global Times online edition was scathing of what it describes as an exaggerated and bizarre US act. It says the US and Canada also made a fool of themselves. And the US has been engaged in absurd and expensive large-scale political behavioural art. The editorial's authors say there are other less bombastic, inflammatory ways of dealing with aircrafts flying in areas where they shouldn't be flying. The Chinese Foreign Ministry denied the balloon shot down off the coast of South Carolina 8 days ago was not on a spying mission and denounced the US for shooting it down. While the US has not said that these two latest flying objects identified were Chinese, analysts argue this whole saga has seriously set back US-China relations.
Whoever launched those balloons knew that Antony Blinken, the American Secretary of State, would cancel his trip to China, and that's very important. I hate to see that kind of reset button derail like that, but it was. So they derailed Secretary of State pretty cheaply with a balloon because they knew that's what would have to happen. And I don't know if President Xi is in charge of these people or someone just wanted to derail the rapprochement.
As you mentioned, Tom, Chinese authorities say they detected an unidentified flying object near a port city in the northern Shandong province and were considering shooting it down. According to a Shanghai newspaper, fishing boats were warned to be on alert. And Tom, there's a bit of concern expressed in China and the US about whether this is the new norm, whether the shooting down of flying objects will be routine. According to a report from the United States Director of National Intelligence, 366 UFOs were reported to the military in 2022. 163 of which were balloons. It's understood none of those were shot down, Tom.
Brent, thank you. It's something on the radar. How many other?
Tit for tat. I don't know. Like when the Chinese are saying that the Americans are making a big thing out of it. Honestly, I think that I don't believe what the Americans are saying either. I really don't. I think they all lie. I think they're
No,
all
they do. They do.
I don't think the way that they say that the Chinese are, the state-sponsored broadcaster, as though like Chinese, you can't trust their news. Well, what about the BBC? That's a state-sponsored broadcaster. What about Channel 4 in the UK? They're all state-sponsored, state-paid for. And our media in its entirety now is being funded by the government in the UK. They gave 30 billion in 2020 to our media to do it to push their propaganda for the old plague-a-roo. There's so much going on, but anyway, we're none the wiser at the moment. That's the latest. We don't know. There's been no more today, and we're still waiting for the recovery. Now, I heard there was some recovery. Now they're saying there isn't. I'm hoping we'll get a few more answers over the next couple of days, but as soon as I have anything, I will bring it to you guys. There is a video out there that has, let me see if I can find it. There is a video that has I don't know if it's still up, the shooting down of the second or the third one. I wonder where Paz went. He said he was coming back.
Yeah,
he
he
always
did.
does this. He just disappears. I can find it now.
I think that they have recovered the objects already, Danny.
Yeah, of course they have. Yeah, I agree.
I really do.
I agree.
In fact, there was something I read somewhere, a report that it said for residents that live off the coast of, or live on the coast of North or South Carolina, whichever it was where it got shot down, not to be alarmed if they see recovery vessels in the area. And so they were positioned there probably before it was shot down.
Yeah, probably. There's definitely something going on, but all of these things are not helping anybody, though. This is what gets me. It's that none of the things that they're doing and saying is helping, and it's very frustrating because like accusing the Russians, for example, it's just not on.
Well, no, if they keep everybody,
no evidence.
Right, if they keep everybody stirred up, and that would be the public, not them. If they keep everybody stirred up, then everybody doesn't have a chance to kind of compare notes and go, well, you know what, I'm not mad at you, and you guys, this group isn't mad at me, and really, we're not doing anything. It's these guys that are doing something.
Yeah.
And they don't want that because there's less of them than there is of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've just found before I'm gonna close this off now because I'm really tired. So I've been out all day. Before I close this off, again to thank you to Dr. David Bull. He keeps sending me stuff. I don't always reply, but doesn't mean I don't want them. So keep going. Why hasn't that come through?
Yeah, all a distraction, Carlos.
I've got an update here. Which is the Canadian one. So let me just get this. I've just come across this. So let me just share my screen. 4 more likes to go. Thank you very much. We never get a 69 on this channel, so that's amazeballs. And Jane will be getting another one. Blimey. Jane, you didn't think you were going to be getting that today. Okay, so this was just a few hours ago. This was what, at 6:30 this evening, our time. It's now just gone nearly 10 o'clock. Okay, so I'm going to put a link into this. This is the Guardian. Again, it's all MSN. What can we say? But they do seem to be looking for this wreckage, and it says it's surreal. Search for mystery flying object rocks quiet Canadian lakeside. So people have been on Flight Radar, which I've got this app, so I'm going to have to be all over this, aren't I? Military aircraft patrol Lake Huron on the US-Canada border as Canadian Coast Guard icebreaker searches for debris.
Love you, Penny. Just love you.
Oh. I'm getting better. Okay, so basically, if you want to go onto flight radar, I think we should all be doing that because we might be able to see what's going on. This is near that lake, and you can see the Coast Guard doing lots and lots. They're looking for debris. So it says that sunny winter afternoon when Tara Shannon she learned all the airspace above a community had been closed. This is due to the one over Lake Huron. And she said she stepped outside and it was silent. It was surreal. Soon after, she neighbours received scattered reports of a high-flying mystery object had been spotted in the area. So it had been spotted through sight then as well. And my fan's going nuts, so if you can hear it. So this is the latest. There are Coast Guards all over this lake. Some reach for conspiracy theories to explain its spate in balloon. Why they're saying this is it's changed. Look, the spate of balloons. No one's saying that the others are balloons. No one said that. They're changing the wording from UFOs to try and make they're trying to play down the UFO thing. I've noticed in the last 24 hours. Before it was just the balloon was the first one, and then it was just they were just calling them UFOs. Now they're calling them balloons, like they're all balloons. Yeah, look, since we now have unidentified balloons flying over our area, well, no, we had one balloon. We don't know what the other ones are. If they try and cover this up, it's making me think more that it was aliens.
Well, yeah, and I had actually again read something somewhere along the lines that the White House was worried that if they didn't start or stop using the word UFO, that it might cause panic and fear amongst the citizens.
Really? That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that
would explain it then.
Yeah, that would.
Okay. Well, because they're definitely trying to play it down now. And it says here that people have joked about extraterrestrials. Yeah. Ring doorbell footage from a lake house on Lake Huron. Apparently this is footage from someone's Ring doorbell at the lake. Okay, so if you believe that, then I don't know what else to say to you.
Exactly.
Someone's posted photos of a raccoon. Who said that they've been deputized to guard the community. At Bell Bay Road and Grand Lake Road, we now have a subdivision gate guard. He started today. His name is Rocky, of course, since we now have unidentified balloons flying over our area. We welcome the extra security. So the memes are running rife all over social media. As you can see, we have Ring doorbell footage and we have raccoons on guard. We're fucked, basically.
Well, now, real quick, I wonder what happened to that one in Canada that got shot down. It was shot down by the U.S., but it fell in Canada, and it didn't go in water, unlike the other three.
They said that it had gone in an ice lake. That was their words.
Oh, really? I thought that was the one up in Alaska, but maybe not. I don't know.
I'm getting confused now. Maybe you're right.
I don't know. Yeah, because what happened to the one in Canada? Because Trudeau said they were going to grab that one and analyze it, and I haven't heard what happened to it.
They just don't. They don't think they even know what they're doing or what. Yeah, you're right. It's really bizarre. That I'm getting confused now on the Alaska one and the other one.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Because one of them said it had gone on ice lake. I remember that.
Okay.
But maybe that was the Alaska one. No, I don't know. We need to look into it. They're saying that they are currently looking for the debris. So all we can do is hope that. But again, they're not going to tell us. Like you say, it's going to be a freedom of information request in like 50 years, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's concerning? Warning, Jane, again.
Well, oh dear. What's concerning to me is the one that was taken down over North Carolina or South Carolina. That it took that long for a decision to be made what to do with it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
that worries me that, you know, that they don't know what to do. There's no course of action, like right away, if something happens, here's what we're going to do. It's like, no, we need 3 or 4 days to figure it out.
I think that was purely because
it's not a good thing.
It was high up, I think. It was so high up.
Well, it was supposed at 40,000 feet, which
well,
is
just that one was 60,000 and the other one was 20. They said, yeah, she's sorry, Tams, yeah, she's doing well. She's had a bit of a dicky tummy. I don't know why, but she's having a bit of an upset tummy.
Aww.
But yeah, her neuter she's recovered from. Thank you for asking, sweetheart. Thank you. Yeah, I think they said that the balloon was 60,000 and that the next one was 40,000.
Yes.
And then the next one was 20,000. So the next one will be on the bloody floor then, because they're getting lower and lower. Your cat does squint, look. This is what I was saying to Paz. That was your avatar.
Yeah, it does. I need to put another picture when I took that photo of her. She was winking at me or something. I caught her at a bad spot. I need to change it.
That definitely is
because she doesn't squint, you know.
Yeah, I think Paz thought that the person I think he thought that your usual avatar was the one that you use in the chat.
Yes, I have a different avatar in chat.
Yeah, I think that's what was confusing him. But I don't think he actually realized that actually you always have one with a cat with a slight wink anyway. Like that one you've got right now.
Yes, and this one, yes, it does. She does have a slight wink.
Yeah. So I think that's what confused him. Okay, I'm going to get off now because I say I'm really tired. It's been a really long day.
I'm glad you had a good day. Good night, everyone.
Did you catch a couple of the photos? I have posted 2 photos on the membership thing on the other channel.
No, I've missed it. I have to check. You were too quick for me. All right.
Okay, well you should get notified, Jane, whenever I upload anything to the membership tab. That only the members get. Members should get a notification saying that there's been a members only upload.
Okay.
So if you're not getting that, let me know. But I will be uploading more stuff like just for members, and then I'll also be making a little video for Jack's channel as well because we've been filming today quite a lot. You know, but it's been a really, really lovely day. It's just really tiring and long. We did a maze, all sorts of stuff. There was 5 outdoor parks. There was the indoor adventure play centre, and it was just a great day. But obviously, it's a long day. You know?
And Jack had a good time.
He did, yeah. He loved it. It took him a while. It took him a couple of hours to come out of his shell. He's always really quiet at first and doesn't really speak. Whenever we go anywhere, he gets really overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes him a while, but then once he starts to relax, he started to, you know, have fun and really, really seemed to enjoy it. So,
oh, I'm so glad. Well, I will talk with you later. So you have a good evening.
Sweetheart. And you, thank you so much for joining us, and I appreciate you. And I suppose we'll never get to the bottom of
well, that won't stop us from looking, though.
It won't. No, and I'm hopefully I'll be live. As I say, it's Valentine's tomorrow. I was going to do my singles night. I don't know whether I'm going to get time. We'll see. Hopefully I will. If I don't, then I will just maybe do a quick update on you know, like what's happening in the news. That's what I tend to do, is I do an update on what's happening in the news, and then I will the latest on Nicola Bulley as well, because obviously we need to keep an eye on that because there is a lot going on there.
That would be good.
I see 67 likes. I just want to type something because I want to make myself a higher moderator.
Yes,
okay,
Jane. Thank you for that, Penny. Good night, everyone.
Did I? Do you not want to do it?
Oh, no. I thank you for that. That was really nice. Yes, I'll do it. I have no problem.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'm just going to make myself one because I want to see what the difference is. Because apparently
It's that I would be able to do something even if somebody had a wrench.
I think that's what it is. Let me just add it as a managing.
And it
moderator.
looks like for some reason, like when you do 20 minutes or, that kind of thing, it looks like a moderator would be able to do that too. Change this chat parameters.
Yeah. So I've just gone, I'm now logged in as Penny Bunny, and I've just made myself a super mod, and now I'm going to see what I can do. So, okay, what I can do as a super mod, I can time out moderators.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can do. I can community moderation. Yeah. I can change the subscriber mode.
Yeah.
I can change all of that. And I can time out moderators.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of power, isn't it? Blimey.
Yeah, it's a bit. I won't let it go to my head.
Okay, well, there you go, Jane. I want to say thank you for that as well, because I should have asked you really. We got a 69er.
I was going to send you. Well, good. Yay, 69.
Yay! Jane is invigorated.
I was going to send you a message to say it's okay if, you want to add me as one. And then I wound up sending you so much other junk that I thought, no, I'm just going to leave it. I'll get to it.
I think I read your mind then.
Yeah, so I don't mind. I don't mind.
You don't send me junk. I'm behind on a lot because obviously I've been out. So if
it isn't junk. Yeah, I take it back. It's not junk. It's just a lot of information.
Well, I want to cover that tomorrow, so it depends on how the evening goes. If I don't stream tomorrow night, then I'll try and stream the next night, because being Valentine's, though, Valentine's special possibly.
Yeah, but being here in Ohio, I definitely like to be on for that train wreck information.
Yeah, please do when we do it. So I'll let you know tomorrow. It'll either be tomorrow or the next day, 69. And don't forget your Vaseline Day, says Ian McGee. Don't ask. And we'll have Jane on definitely for that, because Jane is in Ohio. Maybe Jane could be our roving reporter, but then we wouldn't really want to go in too close.
Yeah, I don't want to rove over there.
No, probably say not.
No, people are roving away from there in droves.
Yeah, you're not in that 100-mile radius, are you, Jane? I hope not.
No, not really. Because honestly, the way that the winds blow, they blow from west to east, and it's there on the border of Pennsylvania. So really, it'd be more like 50 miles into Ohio, and so no, it wouldn't really affect me. And then unfortunately, any winds are going to blow it further east. So it's more people in Pennsylvania that have more worries.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
We just don't want it anywhere, do we?
No, we really don't. It's the railroads messed it up to save a buck, and so did our governor. And I can't stand the man, but I'll talk about it later. Yeah, I'll talk about it later. So good night, Penny. Good night, chat.
I couldn't see anything about this on the news. Sorry. Gas pipe explosion east of Moscow. USA telling Russians to leave. What? Leave the Russians alone, man. I'm sick of the West. Gas pipe explosion. Russia. Honestly, they're bullies. They are bullies.
We can be. I agree.
And us, not just you. The whole of the West are just bullies. I can't see any of this. Nothing of this. There's nothing.
The U.S. has a lot to do with it.
They're talking about September. I think we did that. I don't know what this is. No.
We did, and there was some former general or something that said basically it was us. And besides that, there's information out there where Biden's saying that we would do this if.
Yeah, he did. He said it on camera.
Yeah. So I mean, there's people saying that we were going to do it. Why wouldn't you think we didn't?
Well, the Russians say that we did it, and I can believe that our Navy did it.
Yeah,
I can believe it.
Yeah, it was an exercise up there. So, hey, I've got to get off, Penny.
Yeah. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to go now anyway. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, hon. Paz, you missed out. If we can all thank the lovely Jane for coming and saying good night. Well, she came and helped, didn't she? But yeah, Ohio, where Jane is where this crash has happened, which is rather worrying. It really is. So hang on a minute, one sec. I'm just going to try and get Ninny for you. See if I will get Ninny. The fan's going nuts. I'm just going to try and get Ninny. Hold on. Ninny. Ninny. Oh, Ninny Wig. When are you coming back? I have no idea where that just came from, folks. Ninny. Penny, the Russians hate us and have since the Crimean War. The Crimson War. Look, at the end of the day, we're told the Russian hate us. Hello, Joe Smoke. We're told that. You don't know that. We were told that the Russians were going to try and kill us if we went there for the World Cup. And everyone was saying how bloody welcoming it was. Come on, guys. Come on. Ninny Wig. Right, Ninny Wig is here. Okay. Okay, we've got Ninny. Ninny's in the house. Ninny. Thank you. Thank you.
No eating cables.
No, Ninny. Okay. So, Sid, are you ready? Here he is. Joe Caller. Hello. I'm just going now. Jay Craft. I'm just going, but I've just popped on with Ninny. Okay, there he is. Ninny Wig. Oh, hello, Jersey Dolphins. Hello. Say hello. Hello. You got to talk into the microphone, mate. Okay, so you're talking to here. Go. Okay. He's talking into the microphone, folks. Okay. It's a guinea pig. I don't have a gerbil. There you go. Okay. There you go. There's Ninny. You okay? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I just thought I would show you Ninny and my hair. I've been out all day. Okay. Excuse the state of my hair, guys. What? Oh. Have you missed me? Have you missed me? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. Thank you. Ninny Wig just wanted to say hello and goodbye. And he's our leader. There you go. Bye, Ninny. He's in a mood. He's in a mood. He's in a mood because I've been out all day. So I just thought I'd grab him because he has missed us, haven't you? You missed us. You've been on your own all day, haven't you, Ninny Wig? Yes, you have. Yes, you have. You've been on your own. Well, you've been with the bunnies. We've been out all day. Okay, guys, thank you. He loves you. I love you. I live to serve the pigs, rodents, snakes, and oh no, I'm ending the stream now. Joe, I'm just ending. We've been on for 2.5 hours. Oh, I have. I've said hello to him. I love Joe Cool. Joe Cooler. Basically I think it's possibly we're not 100% yet, but they're now trying to play it down. They've gone from it being UFOs to now being all balloons. I think this could be a deflection. I think that they are trying to distract us from other things, possibly this train crash in Ohio, and also what is going on with Mr. B-Day and Mike Pence, their classified documents in the garage. That's something we need to be looking at. Something funny's going on, but I remain open-minded. We never know. Ninny Logic, says Jay Craft, we never know. He's very happy now because he's got himself a carrot. So you can hear the little munchies. Listen. Can you hear that, guys? I don't know if you can. Because there's chemicals on board. Well, Joe Cool is one of my favourite Americans. I have a few favourite American. Cynthia, I look dreadful, mate. I know. Thank you, though. You're so kind, Sim. Thank you. Can you hear him crunching, munching? There you go. So that was an exclusive. It was a quick ninny on camera. Yeah, I will try and go on camera more. I don't really like. Who wants to see me? You know. Especially with my hair like this, it looks very messy. I wanted to show you Ninny. Okay, guys, thank you so much. That is the latest. That there's been no in the night, Ted. There's been no more crashes, and they are getting the debris. They said that one was cylindrical, the shiny metal, and now they're suddenly backtracking. And the night, Shirley love, and now they're suddenly backtracking and saying that they think they are all balloons. There's something funny going on. I don't know what. The mind is open. We are curious bunnies over on this channel. I'll be live tomorrow night, hopefully on the other channel. I really, Paul. Well, Jane sent me a load of stuff because Jane is actually in Ohio. Oh, okay. Basically, Paz has just messaged me. The Wi-Fi went again. All the electronics have gone in the house and they've just come back on as we're going. Is this Lucy? What is going on? Is it the aliens? Are they interfering with us? Who knows? Tune in for next time. Okay, guys, night. Lots of love, and I'll see you all hopefully tomorrow. If I don't, it's Happy Valentine's Day. But we might do something. We'll see. Night, guys. Bye.